As we strive for a meaningful existence, we frequently encounter obstacles that impede our personal development and tranquility. Embracing the profound wisdom of Stoicism, exemplified by the revered Marcus Aurelius, provides invaluable insights on how to skillfully remove certain elements from our lives. These teachings possess the transformative ability to encourage self-reflection and let go of anything that does not align with our greater aspirations. 1. Negative self-talk. The words we tell ourselves have an incredible impact on our mindset, emotions, and actions. Marcus Aurelius, known for his Stoic philosophy, understood the power of our inner dialogue. He believed that the thoughts we harbor within can shape our perception of the world. Negative self-talk often stems from self-doubt, criticism, or past experiences. It's the voice that undermines our abilities, casts doubt on our potential, and fuels anxiety. Yet, Stoicism encourages a shift in this narrative. To quietly eliminate negative self-talk, we begin by cultivating self-awareness. It's about recognizing when these thoughts arise and consciously redirecting them. Instead of berating ourselves for perceived shortcomings, we can reframe these thoughts into constructive affirmations. If the inner voice says, "I'm not good enough," Stoicism guides us to counter it with, "I am capable and continually growing." This shift in perspective allows us to build resilience and confidence in our abilities. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what's within our control. We cannot always control external circumstances or the opinions of others, but we can control how we perceive and respond to them. By consciously choosing a positive internal dialogue, we empower ourselves to face challenges with a clearer and more constructive mindset. Eliminating negative self-talk isn't about denying challenges or shortcomings. It's about reframing them as opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius believed that our thoughts are the seeds of our actions. By nurturing positive and empowering thoughts, we sow the seeds for a more fulfilling and resilient life. Let us silently eliminate the habit of negative self-talk. Through self-awareness, conscious reframing, and a commitment to positive internal dialogue, we can transform our mindset and pave the way for greater emotional well-being and personal growth. 2. Toxic relationships. Let's delve further into the significance of eliminating toxic relationships, drawing inspiration from the Stoic philosophy. In the realm of relationships, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of virtuous connections. Marcus Aurelius, known for his Stoic teachings, recognized the profound impact relationships have on our well-being and character. Toxic relationships are those that drain our energy, hinder personal growth, and often lead to emotional distress. They might manifest as constant negativity, manipulation, or lack of respect. Aurelius advocated for nurturing relationships based on virtues like trust, respect, and mutual support. Silently eliminating toxic relationships aligns with Stoic principles of focusing on what's within our control. While we cannot control the behavior or actions of others, we have agency over our responses and associations. Stoicism urges us to evaluate relationships based on their contribution to our well-being and growth. This doesn't necessarily mean confronting or ending relationships abruptly. Instead, it involves a quiet and intentional distancing, setting boundaries, or redefining the nature of the relationship. It's an act of self-respect and self-care to safeguard our emotional and mental well-being. Aurelius believed in leading by example, suggesting that the best response to negativity is to embody virtues in our own conduct. By silently eliminating toxic relationships, we honor our own values and create space for healthier connections that align with our principles. Stoicism teaches us to focus on internal virtues rather than external validations. Quietly removing toxic relationships allows us to redirect our energy towards self-improvement and fostering relationships that nourish our souls. Silent elimination of toxic relationships is a Stoic practice that encourages us to cultivate virtuous connections. By prioritizing relationships that align with our values and support our growth, we create a conducive environment for personal development and emotional well-being. 3. Procrastination. Procrastination, the habit of delaying tasks or actions, is a stumbling block on the path to personal growth and productivity. Marcus Aurelius, guided by Stoic principles, emphasized the significance of seizing the present moment. He understood that time is a precious resource, and how we utilize it shapes our lives. Stoicism encourages us to acknowledge the fleeting nature of time. Aurelius famously stated, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This perspective urges us to act purposefully and efficiently without delay. Quietly eliminating procrastination involves recognizing its root causes. It often stems from fear, perfectionism, or a lack of motivation. Stoicism teaches us to confront these barriers by focusing on what's within our control, our actions and mindset. One of the Stoic practices to combat procrastination involves breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps. By focusing on these smaller actions, we avoid feeling overwhelmed and gain momentum toward completing the task at hand. Practicing mindfulness aids in eliminating procrastination. Stoicism advocates for being present and fully engaged in the task at hand. By immersing ourselves in the present moment, we diminish distractions and sharpen our focus, enhancing productivity. Stoicism encourages the cultivation of discipline. By setting clear goals, establishing routines, and adhering to a structured schedule, we develop the habit of disciplined action. This discipline helps combat the allure of procrastination, nudging us towards consistent and purposeful progress. Quietly eliminating procrastination aligns with the Stoic philosophy of living a purpose-driven life. By acknowledging the impermanence of time and taking deliberate actions in the present, we honor our aspirations and contribute to our personal growth and fulfillment. 4. Clutter. Clutter, both physical and mental, can obscure our path to clarity and peace. Marcus Aurelius, a proponent of Stoicism, emphasized the importance of simplicity and order. He understood that a cluttered environment often reflects a cluttered mind, hindering our ability to focus and find tranquility. Stoicism teaches us to quietly eliminate clutter by embracing a minimalist approach. This doesn't just refer to physical possessions, but extends to mental clutter as well. By decluttering our physical spaces, organizing our surroundings, and simplifying our lives, we create an environment conducive to mental clarity. A clutter-free environment fosters a sense of calm and focus. Aurelius believed that an ordered external world can positively influence our inner state. Removing unnecessary possessions or organizing our living and working spaces allows us to appreciate and focus on what truly matters. Stoicism emphasizes the power of detachment from material possessions. By letting go of attachments to material things, we free ourselves from the burden of excess and cultivate contentment with what is essential. The practice of decluttering isn't merely about discarding physical items. It also involves decluttering our minds. Stoicism teaches us to let go of unnecessary worries, anxieties, and distractions that clutter our thoughts. By practicing mindfulness, meditation, or journaling, we create mental space for clarity and inner peace. Quietly eliminating clutter, both physical and mental, aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within our control. By consciously simplifying our lives, we pave the way for a more serene and intentional existence, allowing us to direct our energy towards what truly enriches and fulfills us. 5. Unhealthy habits. Unhealthy habits, whether they pertain to our diet, lifestyle choices, or patterns of behavior, can significantly impact our well-being. Marcus Aurelius, guided by Stoic philosophy, understood the importance of self-discipline and moderation in shaping one's character. Stoicism encourages us to quietly eliminate unhealthy habits by practicing self-awareness and self-discipline. Aurelius believed that moderation in all aspects of life leads to a more balanced and virtuous existence. To eliminate unhealthy habits, we must first identify them. This requires introspection and honesty with oneself. It could involve habits like excessive consumption of unhealthy foods, lack of physical activity, or detrimental behaviors that impact mental health. Stoicism teaches us the value of discipline in cultivating healthier habits. By setting clear intentions, creating achievable goals, and gradually making small changes, we can transition away from unhealthy patterns. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on the present moment. Instead of dwelling on past unhealthy choices or worrying about future outcomes, we can channel our energy into making positive choices in the here and now. Cultivating healthier habits isn't just about physical well-being, it encompasses mental and emotional health too. Stoicism encourages practices like mindfulness, gratitude, and self-reflection. By nurturing our mental and emotional well-being, we fortify ourselves against the pull of unhealthy habits. Quietly eliminating unhealthy habits aligns with the Stoic principle of self-improvement and living in accordance with virtue. By fostering self-discipline, mindfulness, and moderation, we embark on a journey towards a more balanced, healthy, and fulfilling life. 6. Fear of failure. The fear of failure often acts as a barrier to progress and personal growth. Marcus Aurelius, influenced by Stoic philosophy, recognized that fear can paralyze us and hinder our ability to pursue our aspirations. Stoicism teaches us to quietly eliminate the fear of failure by reframing our perspective on setbacks and perceived failures. Instead of viewing failure as a negative outcome, Stoicism encourages us to perceive it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Marcus Aurelius believed that obstacles are inherent in the path to success. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This Stoic principle implies that challenges and failures present opportunities for us to navigate, learn from, and ultimately grow stronger. To eliminate the fear of failure, we can practice shifting our mindset. Instead of fearing failure, we can embrace it as a natural part of our journey. Failure becomes a teacher, offering valuable lessons and insights that contribute to our personal development. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what's within our control. We cannot always control the outcomes, but we can control our responses and efforts. By concentrating on our actions and giving our best effort, regardless of the outcome, we alleviate the paralyzing fear of failure. Quietly eliminating the fear of failure aligns with the Stoic principle of resilience and embracing the inherent uncertainties of life. By viewing setbacks as stepping stones and learning opportunities, we free ourselves from the shackles of fear, enabling us to pursue our goals with courage, determination, and a growth-oriented mindset. 7. Multitasking. Multitasking, often perceived as a skill, can actually hinder productivity and quality of work. Marcus Aurelius, influenced by Stoic philosophy, understood the importance of focused attention and mindful engagement in tasks. Stoicism teaches us to quietly eliminate the habit of multitasking by emphasizing the value of concentrated effort. Instead of dividing our attention among multiple tasks, Stoicism encourages us to focus on one task at a time, dedicating our full attention and energy to it. Research has shown that multitasking can lead to reduced efficiency and increased errors. Stoicism aligns with these findings, advocating for mindfulness and immersion in each task. By focusing on one task at a time, we can achieve greater depth of understanding and quality in our work. Marcus Aurelius believed in the power of deliberate action. By concentrating our efforts on a single task, we cultivate a sense of presence and mastery. This focused approach not only enhances productivity, but also allows us to appreciate and engage more deeply with our endeavors. Stoicism encourages us to prioritize tasks based on importance and urgency. By practicing mindful prioritization, we can allocate our time and energy to tasks that truly matter, rather than spreading ourselves thin across multiple tasks simultaneously. Quietly eliminating multitasking aligns with the Stoic principle of mindful attention and deliberate action. By focusing on one task at a time, we elevate the quality of our work, improve our efficiency, and cultivate a sense of mindfulness that enriches our experiences and achievements. 8. Perfectionism. Perfectionism, the pursuit of flawlessness and setting excessively high standards, often comes at the cost of immense stress and dissatisfaction. Marcus Aurelius, influenced by Stoic philosophy, recognized the pitfalls of striving for unattainable perfection. Stoicism teaches us to quietly eliminate the tendency towards perfectionism by embracing the concept of acceptance and acknowledging the beauty of imperfection. Instead of fixating on flawless outcomes, Stoicism encourages us to focus on progress, learning, and the journey itself. Marcus Aurelius understood that the quest for perfection could lead to stagnation and dissatisfaction. He emphasized the importance of embracing our imperfections and limitations as part of the human experience. Stoicism advocates for the pursuit of excellence while accepting that perfection is an unrealistic and unattainable goal. To eliminate perfectionism, we can practice self-compassion and self-acceptance by acknowledging our efforts and progress. Rather than fixating on perceived failures, we foster a healthier mindset and reduce the paralyzing pressure of perfection. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the process rather than solely on the outcome. By directing our attention to the present moment and the actions we take, we free ourselves from the anxiety of achieving flawless results. Quietly eliminating perfectionism aligns with the Stoic principle of embracing the reality of life's imperfections. By fostering a mindset of self-acceptance, focusing on progress, and appreciating the journey, we allow ourselves the freedom to learn, grow, and evolve without the burden of unattainable standards. 9. Comparison. Comparison, the habit of measuring our lives against others, often leads to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and discontent. Marcus Aurelius believed in the power of our thoughts and perceptions. Stoicism advocates for controlling what enters our minds, understanding that incessant exposure to negative news can skew our view of reality and breed unnecessary anxiety and distress. To eliminate the adverse effects of negative news and media, we can practice moderation and selective consumption. It involves being aware of the sources and frequency of information intake, choosing to engage with content that informs and enriches rather than overwhelms with negativity. Stoicism encourages focusing on what's within our control. While we cannot control the events reported by the media, we can control our responses and the extent of our engagement with them. Quietly eliminating excessive exposure to negative news and media aligns with the Stoic principle of preserving mental tranquility. By being mindful of the information we consume, maintaining a balanced perspective, and choosing content that enriches our lives rather than distresses, we safeguard our mental well-being and cultivate a more positive outlook on life.